Over here, man. Welcome him in.
Come on, Billy Bailey.
Bailey! Let's do it. Right there.
Hello. Oh,
No?
no.
There you go.
Hello.
What's up, Billy Bailey?
What's happening?
So Billy, what got you into boxing, man?
I lived over by Golden State where the Strongbow.
Okay, yeah, I remember Strongbow.
The Strongbow was a dome for a
Mhm.
while, and I just heard there was boxing in town. I walked over and talked to Chuck Wiggins, and
OG Chuck, he's very known here in town. OG Chuck.
he told me to come back tomorrow. That's it. I just kept going back.
How old were you at that time, Billy?
15.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Talk to us a little bit about Chuck, because I've heard he was a really good coach. Like, how did he train you guys?
Chuck was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck's over the years I've seen a lot of trainers.
Yeah.
He's the best trainer I've ever seen him in person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I met everybody. I mean, other than Chuck, Dave Martinez. He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's the best I know of
Mhm.
now. But Chuck, when Chuck was live, Chuck was amazing.
I've heard a lot of positive things about Chuck.
Chuck would take anyone he could happy. He could have somebody. Man, he could make $1 million, make a world champion.
Mhm.
He was looking like a world champion. I mean, he did wonders for Ruben Castillo. Ruben Castillo was great.
Yeah.
One of the best fighters that were never a world champion. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, in the weight class. But I mean, he fought everybody, and he did great. Ruben was really good, but yeah, Chuck was he was a great trainer. I was blessed to have him.
Yeah. Did you do any amateurs with him, or did you was all pro fights?
You know, I only had I believe 2 amateur fights with him.
Mm-hmm.
We just never fought. I trained for a long time. We just never fought.
A lot of training, a lot of sparring.
Yeah, no, we trained with. We never fought. I had 2 amateur fights.
Mhm.
One in Bakersfield, and then one with Andy
Mhm.
Gonzalez, who
Yeah.
passed away recently. Rest in peace. And we went to LA and fought 1 or 2, and but that was it. We just never really had fights. I just didn't. I didn't fight with him very much.
And when you did your first ever fight, how did that feel? Going into your first pro fight?
Oh, my first pro fight, I was already with Mike Dallas at that
Mhm.
time. And
Nice. Mike Dallas, yo.
yeah, and my first pro fight, I was I tore my ACL in the first round. I fought that in Irvine, and I lost my first pro fight. I tore my ACL, and I didn't know what it was. I'd never done anything like that before,
Mhm.
and I had no side to side movement. I only would go forward and backward. I had no side to side movement.
It would hurt.
And when I would go backward, my leg would give out. So I lost the decision. My first
Mhm.
pro fight. I
Yeah,
fought
yeah.
at J.J. McAllister. And anyway, so I went to got finished that fight, and I did rehab. I did what do they call that, the rehab. You know, you go through all that stuff. You know, the little specialists, and they do that with your knee and have you do little exercises. And then I came back and won my next 7. I fought
Mhm.
there at I think the next 7, I think we're all there at Battle and Ballroom, Roy Engelbrecht,
Yeah.
Marriott. Yeah.
And from what I believe, you went to Boston, didn't you? And you fought for one of those belts, and you beat the guy there.
No, not Boston. It was Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, okay.
Yeah.
And you won one of those belts, and it was an upset.
I won 2 belts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause I know they told me about the story about the Philadelphia one when you went over there and you upset the guy, and they wanted to get you.
Oh man, that was a crazy story. I want mine phone.
Yeah.
I can't tell that whole story. That's crazy.
We'll
yeah.
do
Oh,
another
no.
episode for that.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yes.
that's a different. Yeah, that's a little much to be putting on. Yeah, but yeah, I guess the gist of it is I knocked him out in the second round, and then there's a lot of stuff that can't be mentioned that happened before that.
Yeah. Yeah. I've heard some of the parts of it.
And yeah, we got chased out by the mob, and
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a mess. Yeah, that was.
And that was in Philadelphia?
That was in Philadelphia.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
What was going through your mind when you know the mob is chasing you? Because at least they're gonna do is beat the shit out of you.
Well, it was already a.
Tension.
I took the. I mean, yeah, to say the least. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, just go from just a regular life, just a regular working guy. I worked in the city. I've always worked in the city for the last 20 years, and so I'm just a regular dude, a regular schmo. I'm going there. I go to Philadelphia. All of a sudden, dude, that's a movie. All of a sudden, my. I don't want to say too much. It's gonna be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But let's just say I needed the money. I was in a pinch.
Yeah.
I needed the money. I really needed the money.
Yeah.
For my mortgage at the time, because somehow my part of the mortgage money was missing.
Yeah.
So, anyways, won't elaborate on that. And so I'm like, hell, I get a call from somebody I normally would be hesitant to
Answer.
Work with?
yeah. Just because I don't know, I just would have been, but I was at a spot then. I was like, you know what? I need the money. I'll take it. I'm just saying, you just bear run. You call this time, whatever it is, whatever it is. If I'm signed up for death, sign me up. Put me in there. I need the money. And so all right, pick me up in the morning. Pick me up in the morning. We go there, Philadelphia. Go in. There's the guy's there at the table, the promoter, and the guy I'm fighting, Brian Cohen. He's like short guy, but really buff, Boxers don't look like that. Really buff, really like, oh, that's weird. It's really buff, really ripped, like a little bodybuilder. I'm like, what the freak?
How old are you at this time?
This is weird. I think I was 29.
Okay.
I think so. I think so. And the guy's really buff. And the guy's dad is a promoter, and he's sitting at the table and has a gun sitting on the table. I'm like, yeah, something. I'm like, okay, all right. This is like, I'm from Bakersfield. Ain't nothing new to me, but this is a environment to where that type of thing isn't supposed to be the
no promoters over having a gun on the table.
The order of the day. I'm like, okay, so what's going on here? So we're this is professional, all right then. You know what I mean? And so like, I still don't know completely the whole story behind that. So anyways, so this guy's really buff. I'm like, all right, this is very strange. This guy's super buff, super ripped. I'm like, this is weird. I've been boxed for years. And I'm like, I've never seen anybody. I never experienced this type of thing. I'm like, I don't know what to think. So I'm like, okay, this is very strange. I was like, man, I just need the money.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so there's some more things that happen. I probably can't exactly say.
Yeah.
Don't. We get the drift.
Yeah. But, let's just say that leading up to the fight, I had a lot on my mind. Had a lot of anxieties about things. Had a lot about, but ultimately,
you got the win.
Knocked him out in the second round. Yeah.
Yeah, you got the win.
There's a lot of back.
Beautiful. I give
There's
that.
a lot of outside drama to that fight.
Yeah.
Cheers to that, Mr. Billy.
You had over 30-something fights, from what I believe, huh?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Some
Veteran.
fights, yeah.
That's right.
When you look back of all those fights you had, what was one of the more funner moments you had besides the Philadelphia one? Was there like a knockout or a fight you just went, damn, that one was fun?
Well, I fought fun. I really liked my first pro win. My first fight coming back, I fought Ricardo Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was one of my best memories. And that fight's online, but I mean that fight, I just was stoked to get a win. I mean, I know after I won fought that fight with JJ McAllister was my first loss, and I in that fight, Roy Brecht said, He's like, yeah, you're a professional, man, but didn't make me. I was like, yeah, I lost his fault. This isn't like it wasn't happy with that. You know what I mean, but then when I won the fight with Garcia, I felt good. I felt like, yeah, all right. You know what I mean, that made me feel like that was a great feeling. It was a great fight, and it was great. You watch that video, it's funny, and some of the Orange County, some of those guys, those business guys, they talk so much crap. Man, they talk so much crap. They're funny, man. They're so funny. And you hear the guys talking. It's just everything around that was just a great memory.
Yeah.
You know, you get those Orange County, those white collar, those businessmen, and it's just a great environment. They're so funny, and they talk so much mess.
Well, you know what? You know what, Billy? You're one of my favorite fighters, and I want to know before boxing, what made Billy Bailey tick? What was your motivations before boxing? Take it back a little bit, you know.
Well, before boxing, honestly, I got a lot of trouble. I got a lot of trouble. I was kind of very troublesome kid, you know.
Like all of us.
So, yeah. For a lot of people are, you know. But as far as that, I was just like, you know, a lot of people. I was just I don't know. I didn't really have a lot of direction in boxing, and Chuck Williams, this huge major blessing in my life, gave me, you know, boxing.
He helped a lot of people, I hear.
Yeah. So for me, I really didn't have direction. I really would have saw myself just being like it's not unique, just like a lot of people, just getting in trouble. You know, I think I would have just gotten in trouble. I don't know, didn't see things going in a really good direction at all.
Did you see boxing in your future at that point in your life?
Or was it just something to do?
Well, when I started boxing, I loved it. I'm not a very athletic person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like I didn't play sports. I was always in trouble. I was always in fights in school. Athletics was not my thing. I didn't do that. I never had grades to play football. I never had, I was just not into it. I'm not into like the jock types, the people that wanted. I was a screw up, man. I wanted to screw up. I thought it was funny to screw up. I wanted to, you know what I mean? I was just bad. I was bad to bum. I was bad, man. So I was like, I don't want no part of that. You know?
Billy Bailey, with your 30-something fights in your career, I'm assuming there was a good amount of those fights you felt like were a little on the closer side. Did you feel like in some of those fights you got robbed?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Boxing is
Could be a very good business.
Yeah, boxing is dirty business. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's nothing new. It always has been. I mean, to be honest, the 20s it was just notoriously bad. It's horrible. I mean,
You want to elaborate a little bit more about that, Billy?
a fair fight hardly didn't exist like in the 20s. You know, it was all mob run. It was controlled, and it was. I mean, but boxing's always been that way. And that being the case, it's not. I can't even say that it's really changed. I mean, I think your club fights, a lot of your club fights, they're I mean, that I knew of when I was boxing, they were fair. They were fair. And then that first fight, I did lose that fight. My first fight, I did lose that fight. Then my next fights, they were fair. I won those. And then I had someone that I hooked up with, and I was giving me fights, and I went to start fighting up in Emerald Queen Casino. And I won a few fights up there, 2 or 3 fights, and then they had me fight their main guy. It's like they built me up, got me a little following to have me fight their main guy. Basically to sacrifice me to their main guy, which I beat their main guy, Roger Cantrell. I beat Cantrell. Whoever was there when I fought, they brought me there to build me up a little bit, to have me fight Cantrell, to create the drama to surround and build like a interest. And I fought him and I beat him. And they robbed me. I lost a majority decision. I won that fight. Anybody's there know I won that fight. And this has happened time and time again. I mean, then they took me I went with, I forget exactly who it was. I went to Florida, went Tampa. I fought Danny Santiago, off contender. which is an old show, but I'm an old guy. You know, and I beat him, totally beat Danny Santiago. And they robbed me on that one. Then I fought someone in Philadelphia, and I won that fight, you know, and I like the guy. We're friends, so I'm not going to say. And I won that fight and I got robbed. I did. I got robbed on that one. And then another guy, some guys have become friends. Another guy's a friend. When I fought him in Nevada, found Nevada. And it was a pretty big fight. I won that fight, they robbed me. So, like I said, not going to mention any names. But
Facts.
guys, I don't really have any
Respect for.
no one to say respect for, but just like affiliation. Like I don't really
Yeah.
like, hey, it's just a guy to me. I don't really know them. You know what I mean? So I'll just say it as it is. Zia Agustama, Haitian Olympian, dude, they built like a tank, man. Guy was like this, I'm like dang, you know, fight that guy was like a beast, man.
Mhm.
Like I beat him. I beat Zia Agustama in Pittsburgh, and they robbed me. Bigger than crowd, they robbed me. I'm like, damn.
I
Yeah.
remember going down and seeing you taking that drive to LA with a couple buddies of mine and seeing you down there in Florentine Gardens, man. That was a great show. It didn't go the way it was, but you know what? It was a great showing, man. I got back, you know, you got to show me backstage passes and seen, you know, met a lot of interesting people. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
About that fight?
Yeah.
Well, that fight, I just should have been in better shape. I don't think that guy was better than me. He retired undefeated, and I think like 17-0 or you know something like that. And you know, he was just better than me in that night, and he hit hard on me. I personally do seriously question if he was I mean, PEDs and that stuff comes to mind.
Ryan Garcia, we'll get to that in a little bit.
A different set of PEDs right here. Yeah. So that does come to mind with this guy. Hey, but still, you know, if I had better conditioning, I could have done more. Should have done more. And it was a good fight up to the point. But really, what I lost that fight on was exhaustion. It was exhaustion. I was tired. I mean, I fought my ass off.
Yeah, that's what I noticed.
I gave it everything, and you know, so that's what it was.
I used to love when you used to get hit and you just bring it on. I love that gesture about you, Billy. You never gave up, you know what I mean? You gave it your all.
Yeah, it's cool you're there. That was a good, I did. I had to fight everything I had, you know. I mean, not any excuses. I did everything I could do at that time, you know. That time I was training, had a lot of things going on in my life, but for what things were, I gave it a good effort. I gave it a solid effort, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot you need to do conditioning wise, running and getting your sparring, getting your rounds in, there's a lot you gotta do. And I gave it, for what things were, I gave it the best camp that I could, and I came up short. I accept that, you know. But it was a great fight, and well, that's all I got to say about that, Bubba.
What a lot of people don't know is you actually got to fight Alter Beterbiev.
Which we'll talk about last night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people don't know you actually got the opportunity to fight him.
Yeah, well, I got that call. I didn't, you know, he wasn't really known at that time. He was 2-0, but there was a big buzz around him. Everybody's saying he's the next world champion.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Next big star or
he
something.
he did, yeah, basically. And as much as I had been robbed, you know, it was the only time. Never done it before. It was the only time
Be careful what you say, Billy. Be careful what you say.
Never done it before, and I've never done it since.
Don't say it, Billy.
But no, do that. This is something to say.
Okay.
You know, something I never did before and I've never done since is that you know, I didn't give it my full effort. You know, I didn't. You know, and I just kind of bowed out and just kind of took an easy way out, just because I just thought, you know, and you know, I could have and should have done much better. But as much as I had been robbed, I just shrugged it off. I let it defeat me. I just did. So I just took it for the money. Honestly, I just did it for the money. That's
You don't
not
think
money.
you're in the greatest shape?
What's that?
You don't think you were in the greatest shape?
I was in good shape. Greatest shape. I was in good shape. I trained for the fight. I did put my work in. But why? But why risk it? Because who is that? Somebody killed somebody in the ring. I think it was Kovalev. I think Kovalev killed somebody in the ring, and then especially when you're fighting a guy, I mean, you have this, and you Google things on them, and I see that he beat Kovalev in the amateurs, and he was more dangerous and bigger puncher, and then actually turned out to be a bigger puncher, and so I'm like, I just thought, even if I win it, they're not gonna rob me. It's like they have so many times before. So yeah, I'm gonna get paid, and that's it. And,
What was this
but it
fight
bothers
held
me.
at, Billy?
It bothers me. I just wish I would have fought that fight. I do. I wish I would have fought that fight. One guy I always wanted to fight, can't think of his name, but he knocked him down. He knocked Better Beat down, and that guy could never get that fight. The guy would never fight me. I forget that guy's name, but he knocked him down, and I could never. And he wouldn't fight me. I thought, man, who's to say what would have happened? That bothers me. It just doesn't set well with me at all. And you said, where?
Yeah, what was this fight held
But
at?
that was in Montreal, Canada.
Canada. Man, how many places have you fought, Billy?
I've been a few places.
Damn. All right.
The beautiful part about boxing, you get to travel the world a little
Yeah,
bit.
you go get to see some stuff under different pretense, under different circumstances. It's not you're totally relaxed. Not you really get to soak up the environment. But I mean, but technically you're there, right?
Yeah, you can say you fought in these places.
You get to see that hotel.
Yes. But Billy, what else do you have going on? Like, you get into any coaching? Are you going to choose to try to return into boxing?
Yeah, coaching. I train and spar with guys. I mean, there is stuff. I would like to be active. I'm 46 years old. I mean, that said, that's sounds old, seems old, and some would say is old. I mean,
And if you still got the
might be
spirit,
old, but I feel good. I feel really good. I mean, that's something. If I can get it, I'll take it. It's the right thing, and it makes sense for me. I feel good. I would like to fight. I don't want to be.
Once a fighter, always a fighter.
I don't want to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
If I listen to this replay of this little podcast and I don't like this, I'm all jumbling my words, then I might have second thoughts. But I feel good. My brain's not scrambled. I feel good. I just need to, obviously, some things I need to do. Get in shape, get in the right shape.
Yeah.
To fight, I'd like to fight. I absolutely would like to fight.
So is there anything else that you would like to say as far as, just say what's on your mind, Billy. What message do you want, things you don't like, things you dislike? Talk about a little bit about that, about stepping away a little bit from boxing. Just what's on your mind. Some things you don't agree with, something you dislike. Talk about that.
You mean not to do with boxing?
Yeah.
Oh.
A message you want to send that you basically was telling us earlier about off camera about certain subjects in life.
Okay, well that's escaping my mind at the moment. But as far as if I had a message, really, my only message would be God, Jesus Christ. Honestly, it's the reason I'm here. The whole reason behind everything is God, Jesus Christ, and that's the truth. I don't say anything to sound try to sound or seem a certain way. That's just the truth. Is God, is Jesus Christ, and is the time that it is. It's a very peculiar, very unique time in human history. Boxing is just the only thing that I've really ever done, So I use that, I'm trying to use that as a way to share with people. And there's so much going on in the world, and you turn on the news, and it seems like it's changing every day. And it seems like some of the things that we thought would never happen, well, they happen. they either happen, or some of the things that we think wouldn't are gonna happen, they don't happen. It's like, okay, you know, there's nothing that you can really substantially concrete count on these days. But me, it's a little different with me, but it's the whole reason that I'm here is because of God, Jesus Christ. You know, and me saying that doesn't mean I'm perfect, because I'm surely not that. But I'm not here to talk bad about myself. I'm just saying, I'll just leave it at that. I'm surely not that. You know, far, so far from that. But God, Jesus Christ is my reason. It's what I'm striving for. Really not very good at it, but that's what I strive for.
Billy, do you think there's a lot of times in boxing there's a lot of robberies? Like a lot of fighters get robbed?
Is that a real question?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a rigged game. There's an A and B corner. It's kind of like that. I mean, it used to be, well, in my time, it was at the top, you know. But now I hear that it's even like that a lot at the bottom. I mean, with your four rounders, I hear that. I don't know, but when I was first starting out fighting, Roy Engelbrecht was making even fights, you know. But oh yeah, boxing is oh man.
But you still love it, though. We gotta love it. We all love it. That's what we're here for.
No, I love it. Absolutely. I mean, I think at a certain level, I think at the top, I don't think it's all bad. I think it's all corrupt. I mean, I think once they get at a certain point, there is even fights, even fair fights.
Okay.
You know, but there's a lot of outside circumstances that people don't consider. They don't really understand or realize when it comes to boxing. I mean, there's some guys that and then you see some guys, they make it happen. You know, if you're a an unattached person, boxer, or guy or girl, if you're an unattached boxer, you gotta stay ready. Like that's saying, if you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? But it's hard to stay ready.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, you have some people who are boxing is religion, and they're always ready. I was not
it's their life.
I was not that person. I don't know how you do that. I wasn't that person. But you have some people that they stay ready. You know, it's just. But there's more than one thing to it. You have to have good fundamentals. You have to have a good pedigree. You have to have a good. You know, there's a lot of things you have to have. You have to have that experience. You have to have the fights. You have to have have the experience. You know, well, and be ready and be in shape. All of that, to have all of that come into play, it's very, very difficult. I mean, I understand there's a lot of people in the world, but even though that being the case, it's very, very difficult. But you do have some people, not that I know, I don't know them, but I see it on TV, and you see people that get the 2-week phone call for 10 or 12 round fights that are fill-ins. I mean, and they win the fights.
So over the weekend, we had the 5-on-5. We had Wilder versus Zane. And Billy, what did you think about that?
Well, I think Zhang is
a big dude. That is a big dude.
Man, very big man.
Skilled.
I think he's good. I mean, I think the most significant thing is a very big man. He's a very, very big man. I mean, he's not like he's so tall. He's tall. You know, 6'6".
He's a good height.
6'6". That's obviously a big man.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got what Fury, supposedly he's 6'9". I hear he's more like 6'7" or 6'8", but you know,
AJ being 6'6", Wilder 6'7".
Yeah, he's a big man, but the thing is, with really big men, what you typically don't get is they're not really good boxers per se, but now you're getting these big men. And they are decent boxers. They are pretty good boxers. I think Zhang did. He did make some fundamental mistakes. Everybody does, but he drops his hands. You know, he does. He makes some mistakes, but all in all, he's a much better boxer than Wilder.
Did you expect that to happen to him? How he beat Wilder?
No, I didn't expect that. I didn't know what to think. Honestly, I didn't know what to think because Wilder he has that punch. You just never know. He's not the best. Wilder's not the best boxer to say the least, but he lands that punch. He lands that punch. That's all she wrote. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think he's a shock fighter at this point in his career?
Wilder.
Yeah, because I think he's a one-trick pony, and that trick is that punch, and everybody knows that. And
it's not like he knows how to set it up or anything.
Yeah, right. And I think it's not that he hasn't trained to, it's not that he hasn't been showed to, it's that he just doesn't click with that, you know. Because I think God only gives people what they give him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if he's gonna give you one thing, he's not gonna give you another thing.
Mm-hmm.
And what Wilder was given was that punch. That's pretty much all he's got. The rest of the thing doesn't click for him. You know? And one thing that, even with a puncher, you know, one of the best things with a puncher is to make them go back. Because you know what punchers cannot do
Mm-hmm.
is they can't. It's hard.
I see you, Joel. I see you.
It's hard for them to punch going back. When on that back foot, you keep them on the back foot and they can go back. You know what I mean?
I've said that for years.
A lot of punchers cannot punch when they're going back.
Mm-hmm. I've said that for years. That if you're gonna get in there with a puncher who can punch, if you can stop them from going forward, push them to go a little backwards, you'll see if they know how to fight going backwards. Which a lot don't.
It's hard to get off when you're on that back foot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If you kind of gotta, because the punching power is throwing your weight. I mean, you're really throwing your weight from one side to the other, from the left side of your body, swinging your weight, boom. It's like closing the door, and you keep changing which side that hinges on. You're just closing the door, bam, closing the left, boom, closing the right, bam. That's how you generate that power and that velocity, that force of that punch. But and when you run the back foot, you really don't have that opportunity to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of like the position that he's in.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of overwhelmed, especially when you're with a guy that, I mean, a big man that's knocking the piss out of you. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? He's a really tremendous puncher himself. So
if he lands, you're gonna feel it.
yeah, if you're just getting he's getting pushed back on the ropes, getting pushed in the corner. Then what are you gonna do? You got a guy that outweighs you by damn near 70 pounds.
Zane's a really big. Wilder's not a big heavyweight weight wise. He's not a big
No,
heavyweight.
he's not.
a big weight disadvantage there. Yeah, I think Wilder came in at 214, 215, something like that. Yeah, big weight advantage there.
Saying one, what did you think about the fight?
You know what?
Going into it, did you think that he was gonna win?
No, you know what? I thought it was gonna be a good fight, but I think Zhang or Zing, I can't. Sorry about that guy. He's there to be hit, but my opinion, like I said, it's not the same Wilder as 2 years ago, and he used to come forward all the time, and now he just putting that jab out there, which is not even a jab. It's just to keep fighters away from him, and he used to jab before. I think he should call it a quits at this point, unless he goes to cruiserweight, and maybe he have a better chance. No.
But do you think Wilder should continue it, or do you think he should move on? He's taking some beatings already.
Well, I think
nearly 40 from what I believe.
I think Wilder's done the most he's gonna do. I think he's been
fully maxed out his career.
They see everything. They know who he is. They know who he is. They know how he fights. They know his strengths. They know his weaknesses. That being the case, nobody's gonna take any unnecessary risk for him. The only fights that are available to him now are a bad deal for him. They're only going
Facts.
to give him
Facts.
people that he can't beat.
Mm-hmm.
They already know. He's already done. He already made his money. I say get out. Get out while you still have your brain. While you still have
I'm
brain
into
cells,
that.
man.
I see. I realized something while watching the fight. Okay, Wilder's known for the right hand. If he lands that right hand, most people go down. Pretty much everybody he's fought, he's put down with that right hand. Even Fury, he's dropped him multiple times with that right hand. I seen real quick in that fight, he hit Zane with that right hand, and Zane didn't do much movement. He took it and just kept on going for it, and I went, I don't think you have that punching power no more. I think it's, or there's no mean intentions to it no more. I think you're just here for a payday, and you're in here. And I just went, no, he's not going to win this fight against Zane. Zane did not stop going forward, even though he got hit a few times. Because we've seen him hit people with that right hand, and they go, woof. And they back up a little bit. Zane did not give a fuck.
He didn't even feel
And
it.
you could probably say maybe it's the weight.
Well, he felt it.
Mhm.
He said on the post conference, he said, man, because he got asked that question, if does he have a sting on this punch deal? He said, yeah, it's hard. But, it wasn't enough for me to stop doing my work,
Since we already went with what Wilder's do next, who do you think Zane's will fight next? Who in your eyes would you like to see him fight next?
Well, there's so many guys. You
Mhm.
look at the rankings. There's so many undefeated. There's so many heavyweights. Like, people are just bigger now. I mean, there's so many guys, up and coming guys. You got so many guys over, 6'5", 6'6", undefeated guys.
Yeah.
I mean, and as you see, it's not necessarily all those guys, all those really big guys, are the ones that prevail. You know what I mean? You got, just as you see with Usyk. Well, Usyk, he's not big as those guys, but he still put the ass whooping on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that doesn't matter. I mean, that being the case, it's toss up. You never know who you're going to get.
You could put him into with AJ. AJ has nobody.
Again?
No, I'm saying.
Oh, Zane.
You could put Zane into with
okay,
AJ
okay,
next.
okay.
That's not a bad fight to beat.
I say I want to see it with Andy Ruiz. Put him in there with Andy Ruiz. Give the Mexican kid a chance, you know what I mean?
Would you want to see Billy Zane versus Andy Ruiz?
You know what I thought of when I saw him? I kind of thought, well, something I kind of thought of before. Not like it's like an impending thing or anything, but I think him with Fury, I think seems interesting. And I think he likely might beat Fury.
Wait. So you're saying, because there's a rematch already, it's going to happen. They were going to strip him, right? We talked about that last episode. They're not going to strip him, and they're going to let him go to unify that title against Tyson now again.
Oh, they have the rematch clause, so
Right.
they're going to fight each
Okay.
other.
So all the belts are on the line again, which hell yeah. So now you're saying if Tyson beats Usyk, you want Zhang to fight Tyson Fury for all the marbles? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm just saying. I think
It's an
it'd be-
interesting fight to you.
I'm saying I think it'd be a very interesting fight.
Who do you got on that fight, Billy?
I really don't know. I honestly.
Or you just want to see an entertaining fight?
Yeah, I just want to see an entertaining fight. I really don't know because I mean, Zhang very aggressive. I think he would get there, and will he land on Fury? I don't know. It's hard to say. Would Fury go down? It kind of seems like he would. You know what I mean? But Fury is longer. Uses his reach somewhat better. So I don't know. I'd call that fight a 50-50 fight.
Great
I don't
point.
know. Just a good fight. Just
Great
a good
point.
fight.
Billy, did you get to see the comedy event with Dubois and I've never could pronounce that guy's name?
Woo.
Hitch.
Hervik, yeah.
Man.
Did you get to see that fight?
I did.
What do you think about the fight?
Man, I'm very impressed with Dubois.
Very
Very
impressed,
impressed
too.
with Dubois.
It was a fight.
Oh man,
They were going at each other since the first round.
Dubois, man. I'm a fan, man. That guy.
I'm a fan too.
All right. You know what, too? What I will
Shit,
say
yeah,
this. You know what, too? Is Dubois fought Usyk.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what.
He beat Usyk.
If you haven't seen it,
He beat
if you
Usyk.
listen to this podcast, if you haven't seen it, go watch that fight. He beat Usyk.
Facts.
That was no
low
blow.
Low. Yeah.
No. That was no low blow. It was high enough to do what it was intended for. No, that was no low blow. That was a KO. That was a KO on low blow. Man, that
Facts.
was absolutely, man. Nah, that's messed up. That they did that guy. They did him wrong. And I saw that. I was like, you know what, man? That was a legit legal punch. And that's Usyk's weakness is to the body.
Yeah.
Even Beterbiev knocked down Usyk and the amateurs on a body shot.
Yeah, they did fight each other. Yep.
It's the body shot. And Tyson Fury was trying to land in the body, but it
You heard him a couple times, but not enough.
Yeah.
Not enough.
But it just doesn't. What's the word? It just doesn't. It just doesn't work out for a guy that big. There's a word. I can't think of the word. It's
Facts.
for.
I get you.
It's it just doesn't work out for a guy that big. I mean, to land to the body from a guy that's
small.
You know, I'm gonna say small, but 5 or 6 inches shorter. You know what I mean? It's hard to get down and dig and generate power, force and power to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
What's his name? Bibois. What's his name? Bibois, right?
Dubois.
Something like that.
Dubois.
Okay,
Dubois.
this kid, man, I'm impressed. I think this is the biggest I've ever seen him. And you know what? I'm impressed, but I just had. What do you think about his inside game? I think his inside game is lacking a lot. What do you think of that?
Heavyweights are not really known to be the greatest inside fighters.
He tends to like hold a lot. Like he punches to get inside.
No, man.
And hold.
I like
you know.
him. I like his style. I like his.
Really?
He's cagey. He uses what he has well. He's been around the block. You can tell he's had a lot of gym wars.
Mm-hmm.
He knows where he's at in there, and he has a punch. He has a hell of a punch. I think that guy could. I think it's a coin flip to how far that guy can go. I think he has everything it takes.
And he's 26. I was shocked that he's
a young
26.
Man. He's a young man.
Wow.
He's like Rocky, man. He's like Rocky. You start whooping his ass, shit. He pack a lunch. He's coming. He's coming back.
Man.
Yeah, but you know the great thing is because he's lost to Slow Joyce. He got finished by Slow Joyce.
Joe Joyce. No, it wasn't Joe Joyce. It was
Slow Joyce.
who beat Wilder last time?
No, it was but the first fight he was Slow Joyce.
Oh, he beat by Joe Joyce too. Slow Joyce.
When they're both for prospects coming up,
Oh.
he broke his elbow bone by a Slow
You're
Joyce.
right. You know what?
And then Joseph Parker beat him, and it was crazy that people started thinking that he was a quitter. He got a notorious thing of being a quitter, and
that was with Usyk when he got notarized because he quit on that fight.
And for him to where he's at now, beating Big Baby, and then now right here, he's changed his career, and I want to see him versus AJ.
Facts. Me too.
Him versus AJ next. I think that'd be highly entertaining.
Me
They're
too.
both UK dudes. That'd be a big fight over there. I think him and AJ is a highly entertaining fight. I think AJ wins, in my personal opinion.
I don't know.
I think AJ wins.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
man.
don't
And
know.
I'm an AJ fan, so I'm going with AJ.
You know what? To me, the boys out there. Dubois. He has that upset specialist vibe, man.
Yeah.
He just has that written all over him. You take a guy that's game, you take a guy that can punch.
And got a
They
chin.
can handle themselves in there. Knows how to move. Knows how to. Man, that guy's hungry. You better leave that guy alone. That guy.
And he's only getting better as he
He's
goes.
getting better. He's hungry.
I didn't know he was 26. Did you know that?
I knew he was.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. That's what I'm saying. I was like, damn,
Man,
I'm a
but-
fan, dude. That guy, he's a badass dude. He's
Oh, okay. So now, okay. I want to get to this subject. Now we talked about a certain fighter that you fought that couldn't make it last night against Bivol, which I was very disappointed. What do you think of Bivol's performance, man? What do you think about Bivol's performance last night?
I think Bivol, whatever. He's good. He's very good. He's good.
Fast hands, fast
So
feet.
he's very technical in his style. You know, it's European style. He covers all the checks and balances. He's very fundamental. He's very methodical in his ways. He has fast feet, which is a big deal. A lot of people don't understand that. People that don't understand boxing, they don't understand the significance of foot speed.
Say it again. Say that part again. People that don't what?
Understand foot speed. They don't understand boxing. It's hard to understand that. You know, because if a guy can reposition and set and reposition faster than somebody else can, you can never get figured out. You can never really hit that person. You can never really. That's exactly why Bivol beat Canelo. You know, people rattle off all kinds of stuff. A lot of people full hot air, man. You just can't lend your ears to any people. You ain't confuse yourself. But it's exactly what it is.
Bivol's
It's
a
the foot
very
speed.
good fighter. He's a
The
very
foot
good fighter.
speed and plus Bivol's too big for Canelo. Canelo he started as a welterweight. There's no way he should be anywhere over middleweight.
What do you think? What do you think about that, Joel? Sorry to cut you off, Billy. What do you think about that?
Oh, Walter better beef and the Canelo thing.
No, the how you seen him? I seen him very aggressive.
Oh yeah,
More aggressive than I ever seen before.
that was very good that he got the finish. He needed that because he's not known as the biggest puncher in the world. And some people could say he's not the most entertaining fighter in the world. And he got a finish, which he really needed. And it helps build up for the Walter Beterbiev fight. So if and when they have and it happens end of the year. Who do you got on that, Billy? Walter Beterbiev versus Bivol.
Well, before you get on that,
Since
I
you
will-
fought him,
Before you say that, I will say. You know what? Someone's getting overlooked here. Well, what's that? And I'm overlooking him too. Who's the guy that Bill fought? What's his name?
Which one? Joe Smith.
No, the guy Bill fought. His past fight.
Oh, the one he just
I
fought?
don't remember. No,
No, I
no,
remember.
remember.
no, I don't even remember.
That guy, man, he did good. That guy, I can't remember his name. That's, I'm part of what I'm complaining about. We don't remember his name. I don't remember his name, but that guy did good. He did really well. He got a last minute phone call.
Get your phone out, Joe.
Yeah.
Who do you fight
Yeah,
last?
yeah,
Get your
yeah.
phone out, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. It was a short term because Walter
Yeah.
Beterbiev got hurt a week ago or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he fought a hell of a fight.
Oh, the Saudi guy.
He had moments. No, I don't think he was.
Before that fight,
No, he's talking about this week's fight.
the Saudi guy, he did real good. He had that.
The guy that fought Bivol. The guy that fought
Yeah,
Bivol.
the Saudi guy.
Was he a Saudi
Yeah.
guy? Oh, he was a Saudi guy?
Yeah, he comes.
Okay,
He comes from
okay.
where Nassim Hamed. He's a countryman from Nassim Hamed. Yeah,
He fought a good fight, man.
He
He fought
did.
a good fight.
he did. He earned himself another big show.
Yeah, man, he fought a good fight. I just wanted to say shout out to that guy. I mean,
Yeah.
he fought a good fight, man. And since I've always been the guy in that, I've often been the guy in that position. I appreciate that. I was like, man, this guy fought a good fight,
He
man.
did. He
He's
earned
gonna
himself
go out.
another big fight.
Yeah.
And you know what, Mr. Highness, what was his name? The Sheik,
Yeah, the Prince.
the Prince. Like he on October, he's putting him in the card. It's either October, November. What we said
It's gonna be the end of the year, like November, December. The Walter Beterbiev versus Bivol.
Oh,
because it
yeah.
was postponed.
He's
It
gonna
was
put him
supposed to be this week.
Yeah.
But what do you think about that fight? Who do you got on that one? Even though we got some time.
I say Bivol wins.
Really, that was something I wanted to talk to you about. What did you think about the whole situation with Brian Garcia and the drug testing?
Well, honestly, it's hard for me to say
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
You're a
if
smart
he-
man, Billy.
I don't know if he was taking but then again, so I don't know what he was accused of taking. I forget the name of it, but I haven't heard of that. I'm not familiar with that.
Oh, there's been quite a bit of guys who tested positive for that before, but from what I believe, he did not know he took it. It was in some of the supplements that he took
So
that he did it, but he tested positive.
yeah,
for it technically.
supposedly, and that's
Yeah, he
all
tested.
supposedly. So I mean, who knows? If he was purposely taking, I do know there are some things you can take and make a massive difference. If you're
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
HGH, man, that stuff makes you faster. That stuff makes
Something
you,
to help you have
Oh,
good condition,
yeah.
great
And that's
condition.
legal, Billy?
Yeah,
That's
it gives-
legal?
No, it's not. That's not legal.
Oh,
no,
okay,
no,
okay.
it gives you an edge. It gives you an absolute edge, and that's why it's legal to take it. But what Ryan Garcia is accused of taking, I'm not familiar with that. I don't know.
My
I mean,
understanding is that it just lets you keep your muscle. It doesn't give you power. It lets you keep your mass of muscle, and it allows you to lose weight without losing that muscle. That's my understanding of it. It's not like a steroid where it's giving you an advantage of anything as far as giving you power or anything. It just lets you be who you are without losing muscle or your natural muscle that you already have, but able to lose weight. So
is
now,
it-
my
is
wait,
it a
wait.
steroid where it increases strength?
Steroids increase your
No. But is it a steroid that
Well,
increases strength?
It's not considered a steroid, but it's an illegal substance. And he tested positive, to Joel's point, and we can't hide that. He says he's gonna get suspended, which I agree. I agree to you now, Joel. I think he is gonna get suspended, but it's not gonna be take that win from him, and that's what I don't want.
Do you think that he should get suspended or fined?
Well, it's rules. I mean, it's hard for me to say because I'm not really familiar with that substances. But if it is banned, if it is outlawed, I mean, sure, yeah, there should be checks and balances in place. There should be repercussions for breaking rules.
All right, Billy. Thank you, Billy, for coming on our show over here. Thank you very much for coming here and talking to us. We appreciate you, Billy.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching another episode of the Fight Club Round 12. If you could, man, please like and subscribe. See you next week.
Sing one.
Joel.
That's right, Billy. Come on, Billy.
Thank you, Billy. Yeah. Thank you, Billy. We appreciate you.
I know, don't.
Cheers, bro. Thank you.
Fight Club is the place to be.